Hi, I'm Dan. I'm driving home from work, and I want to talk about healthcare. This is exciting. I know everybody loves to talk about politics and healthcare, but this is something that I wanted to talk about and sort of vent out a little bit, because it's a subject that gets me I just get so frustrated every time it comes up. You will find I'm a very liberal person, so you can kind of see where this is going. If you disagree with liberal views on healthcare, then you can not watch this. It's fine. I understand. We're cool. Because the reason I say that is because I tend to pride myself on being the type of person that can logically see both sides to an argument, think things rationally, even if it's somebody close to me who's upsetting me. Step my emotions aside and try and understand them from a rational perspective. Try and understand that they have a different upbringing from me, see where they're coming from. But when it comes to healthcare, I don't understand how you cannot be in favor of universal healthcare. How can any person think it's okay that somebody can be turned away for a surgery that they really need because they can't afford it? I just don't understand. It needs to be accessible to all who want it. It shouldn't be that hard. Most of the civilized world has some sort of system in place. And I know that none of them are perfect, but most of them are better than what we have in the United States. When I talk to people from different countries, be it people I know or people on the internet or people from work, it's incredible how surprised you can see people are when they hear the true extent that some people get from medical bills just from like having a baby. Having a baby and just going to the hospital, no big issues besides, having the baby, but no huge outlying medical problems. It can cost like $5,000 easy. Sometimes more than that. Why should it be $5,000 out of pocket, even if you have insurance? $5,000 out of pocket to have a baby. It costs, where I live, $900 to get an ambulance that takes you to the hospital. $900. I'm insured. I have employer insurance with an insurance company, kinda. And it would cost me $900 to get in an ambulance. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I paid my deductible. I don't have a PPO. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I paid my deductible. It's gonna cost me $900. So there are people who will turn down an ambulance when they need it because they can't afford it. And I think it's absurd. There's just so many different aspects of it that are crazy. I haven't planned I don't have any sort of notes for this. So I'm just sort of winging it. But there are so many different point of views from which it's absurd. And one of the things is it's absurd from an economic standpoint. We spend more than anyone else, and our healthcare is shit. And I understand one of the counter arguments to this is, well, we have the best doctors, but you have to pay for them. Well, under universal healthcare, there are still going to be private insurances available, so you can get your fancy doctor, and you can get your doctor appointment ASAP, your regular checkup ASAP whenever you want, instead of waiting in line with all of us peasants for 3 months or whatever it is. You can pay for better healthcare. There should be a baseline free healthcare. And we spend more than anyone else, and our system is shit. People don't want to pay taxes for healthcare, but you would pay less in tax than you currently pay now. I think I pay single male. I can't afford to fucking put my own wife on my insurance. Single male. I pay, I think, about $150 a month for HMO insurance, which, if you don't know, is basically the shittier version. It's still insurance, but it's worse than PPO. $150 a month. You could just take $100 a month out of my taxes, and I might have less urgently available, like I couldn't just walk into walk into a chiropractor's office and set an appointment for that day or the next day. I might need to wait in line or something on government insurance, but I could still get it. Anybody could. And I'm all over the place, but that's just the economic stuff. What about the human stuff? Why are people okay with paying taxes for a road? Why are people okay with paying taxes to have firefighters? Why are people okay with paying property taxes? Why is all that okay, but when it comes to human health, it's suddenly not okay? Oh, no, you can't have my money, sir. I need that money for me, and you will die on the street. It's just fucking... And it kills me. Like, okay, I'm not going to mention Donald Trump, but Donald Trump said, I remember on his campaign, like, your people you won't be turned away from a hospital. You won't be turned away. And it was bullshit. He hasn't done anything. Obviously, he hasn't done anything to help that, but single payer universal healthcare is not the best option. I don't know what the best option is. I'm by no means an expert. Anybody who's an expert that would click on this video would tell you this guy's a dumbass. But I know that single payer is better than what we have now. It's better than what we have now. It's gotta be. And the reason I mentioned how I am usually level-headed in any sort of debates and can understand both sides, the reason I said that at the start is because I found myself lately personally personally judging very negatively people on a personal level because they don't support universal health care. And they can give me some arguments that make some sense, but no argument you make is good enough to go against the point that healthcare is a human right. It's an inelastic demand. You can't set a price on it. So the government needs to be involved. And it needs to be single payer, universal healthcare. And I don't like how personally judgmental I've been towards my peers who feel differently than me about this. It makes me feel bad how bad I feel towards these people. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes me feel bad. I don't like that side of me. I don't like to be spiteful. I don't like to be that way. But I am with this, and I don't like it, but it is what it is. Give people free healthcare! Ah!